What's up, sports cards fans? Lions Luck Sports Cards here, back with another sort of rip. I don't have a lot of football in tow right now, and there's not a lot of product out there that I'm looking to pick up. I've opened up about just every format of Donruss, so I'm getting a little tired of Donruss. I don't need any more. I did save one mega box that I'm going to gift myself for Christmas. Other than that, though, I don't have any football, so I'm just going to rip one Prestige hanger box. But before we do that, I want to talk about kind of the last few years quarterbacks and how I think they're doing and what I think that you should do with their cards. Let's start with 2019's class. Now, I don't have any cards to show off of, well, I do, but Drew Lock, Dwayne Haskins, Daniel Jones is okay, but really the only guy you're looking to pick up out of 19, I'd say, is Kyler Murray. This guy's going to be the MVP this year, I think. He's off to a wonderful start. He's going to have some fierce competition in Brady and some other guys, but the Cardinals are looking really, really tough. So definitely go pick up 2019 stuff. I know before the season started, I wanted to invest in some 2019 hobby boxes because I thought that the Cardinals had a good chance this year. And it looks like they are going to be in the mix as far as the Super Bowl is concerned. You saw them kind of manhandle the Rams. That's their main competition out west. They still will have to contend with the Packers and the Bucks. Cowboys look pretty decent too. There's a lot of good teams in the NFC. It's pretty loaded this year. But not pictured, like I said. Drew Lock looks like a backup to this point. Dwayne Haskins, Big Ben's backup, and Big Ben has played horrible, and they still don't want to go to him, so that tells you a little bit about Dwayne Haskins. And then you got Daniel Jones, who Daniel Jones could still be something, but the jury is still out. Now let's talk about 2020. The 2020 class is looking like a pretty great one. For quarterbacks and some skill position players that are kind of worth hanging on to. But let's start at kind of the bottom. I don't know. Tua has been rough. This is his Prism base. I had a couple of these. I sold the other one at a pretty good price. It's dropped drastically like many things have, but Tua, I don't see it. I think he's going to be okay. They're talking about trading him to Houston, so who knows what's going to happen with this guy. Yeah, obviously at this point the value has dropped that you want to hang on to him and see what's going to happen, but Tua is looking like probably he's a starting quarterback, but maybe just a game manager type. He doesn't look like he's going to be a game changer. He also, as he was in college, seems fairly susceptible to injury. So Tua is a guy that I'm a little scared of as far as 2020. I'd kind of rank him towards the end of that class. And then let's talk about Jordan Love, because it doesn't look like, we'll see what happens, but is Aaron Rodgers just going to come back next year? Because they're playing great. This is his silver Prism Optic rated rookie. Definitely Jordan Love is still a hold. I've talked about him before as being a hold because you don't know what he is yet. If he does end up being a starter, the Packers have that track record with quarterbacks where he should put up some numbers and play well. But, I don't know what he is yet. I think he looked okay in the preseason, but who knows what that is. Another guy I think the jury's still out on is Jalen Hurts. He looks like he can do some things, can make some plays with his feet. Seems to be a fairly inaccurate passer, though, which to me is the most important thing a quarterback can be. Is to have a good, accurate arm. So I think he's going to struggle long term. I don't know if he's going to be around for too long in Philly, but I do think he's worth maybe wait to see if he has a big game coming up, and I would maybe move on from the higher end stuff you got from him. Then let's talk about the two guys out of 2020 that everybody loves. We got Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow. This is a pink rookie gear Joe Burrow, and this is an orange reactive mosaic Justin Herbert rookie. So These guys both look great. It's really hard to say who's going to be better. After watching Burrow sort of dismantle the Ravens last week, he might be climbing up there to the top, but Herbert is incredibly skilled. I think that both of these guys are probably going to win their division this year. The Chargers look like they're on top of the West. The Raiders are also 5-2, and then you got the Chiefs just sort of falling apart. So these guys are kind of 1 and 1A. It's hard to pick which one of those guys is going to be better. So, but if I was going to rank them overall, I'd still do it like this. I'd still have Kyler at the top of all the quarterbacks over recent years. With 2020, though, I also want to talk about two guys who I think are worth hanging on to and picking up positionally, and that is CeeDee Lamb. This is a rookie wave auto to 25, 23 of 25. And he's a very skilled player, so I would, and he's a Cowboy, which is always going to boost value. So I would definitely be picking him up and hanging on to him. And the other guy out of last year who is awesome is Justin Jefferson. This is a blue mosaic, also 23 out of 75 though this time. But Justin Jefferson just looks like a super talented guy. So these two guys out of last year's class, position-wise, seem to be the best. You know I love Swift too, and Swift has been playing really well. But, you know, he's a Lion, so Lions, their cards are not going to be as valued as some of the better franchises because they just seemingly are never going to be good. But Swift looks electric. I'm really pumped for him and Hawkinson for that matter. But a couple guys to keep in mind from last year's class. Last year was an excellent class, which is why they're super expensive to get. All right, let's talk about this year's rookies. Hard to really rank them. Wilson is going to struggle. There's just no doubt about it. He got hurt yesterday. I don't know how bad it is yet. We'll have to wait and see on that, but that would certainly hamper his development. I think he's got a lot of talent, though, but just the Jets. Mac Jones, some guys are really high on. He had a nice game yesterday. The Patriots dominated. So, yeah, right now you'd have to put him at the top. But to me, long-term, I don't know. I think he's more of a game manager than a game changer. So we'll see about that. So I put him towards the top for now. And this is a Trey Lance green optic rated rookie. Trey Lance is another guy who, not sure about him at all. Hasn't looked great. He's super raw, super talented, but I think long term he will be really good. But I think for now you'd have to put him at third. And then you got Trevor Lawrence, who long term for me, I am still going to put at number one. Jacksonville is really bad, but I got to think they're going to eventually turn it around. And then let's talk about Justin Fields. Looked pretty brutal yesterday against the Bucs, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Another guy who's pretty raw, but I'd put him fourth. So this is how I'd rank him. Nobody's really standing out in this year's class at the moment. I think Lawrence is starting to show some signs. Mac Jones looks like a good player. And the other guys, I think, still have some development to do. But that's kind of how I see it. Real quick, let's talk about this guy, because this guy's going to be the Rookie of the Year, assuming he stays healthy. He looks great. If you watch that Ravens-Bengals game last week, again, just a dominant performance. He's an excellent player. Burrow's not looking so crazy now for wanting to pick up his old running mate instead of a lineman, because he has taken their offense to a different level for sure. So that's just some of the rookies we're talking about. Let's get into a quick rip here. I don't want to take up too much of your time today. We have the Prestige Hanger Box, my last one of these, probably my last Prestige of the year. Ripped a pretty decent amount of this stuff. And, you know, Prestige, you're not going to hit anything too crazy. The Megas were pretty loaded this year with numbered stuff and some surprisingly good autographs. I got to open up one other hanger. It wasn't too nuts, but hey, let's see what we get. Might as well. Big fat stack of cards here. 60 cards in these. They are Might be some Target for 10 a piece. They might be more in the $13 to $15 range at Walmart and Meijer. But a lot of base to start. I'm not going to go through every name. Stafford. Get through the base here. Russell Wilson. Oh, we got a numbered, what's that card? Season's Greetings. Let's see who that is. This could be a good one. Looked like it was numbered. Looks like Sam Ellinger. It is out of 249. Pretty cool to get a nice numbered rookie out of there, but wish it was another quarterback. But not bad at all. Let's see here. Kenyon Drake, Devontae Adams, Azeez Ojulari, Ian Book, parallel. See what he gets up to, if he can quarterback New Orleans eventually. And then a Chris Jones. Brandon Ayuk, who looks kind of lost on the football field right now. Prestigious Pros Ben, Amari Cooper. Youth Movement, that's a A.J. Dillon. Michael Carter. Khalil Herbert is looking really nice for the Bears right now. Tutu Atwell. Hunter Long, Evan McPherson. And then I think it's just base to finish also. So not a ton out of these ones. Did get a nice numbered rookie insert. There's a Brady. And yeah, there you have it. So, thanks for checking it out. Sorry it took a little bit longer than I meant to, but hope y'all have a great week. And I will be back next week with some more rips, getting into some optic basketball, and probably a lot of other stuff too. All right, take care. Later.